Good Morning Kenya, right on the KBC Channel 1. And this is a segment that brings you and actually knowledgeable conversations on different topical issues. And this morning, we'll be talking about aquaculture in the whole issue of fishing. We know that the Lake Victoria, the community around Lake Victoria actually relies largely on fishing. About 2.5 million Kenyans rely on fishing through various activities within the value chain. And talking about fishing, let me just finally speak about some statistics that relate to fishing. And we find that about 2.5 million Kenyans actually that live on the side of Kenya rely on fishing for their livelihood. But the grain production versus the consumption of fish is actually not at par, not relating. We find that about production in local production here is less than 200,000 metric tons annually, whereas the consumption actually is away around 500,000 metric tons. You can now see the difference, and that means there is a lot to be done to plug that deficit. And already the government is already initiating some projects. All issues to address that issue, that deficit further. Already, you remember there is this Kabonya Kanyagwal Aquaculture Center of Excellence, where when that project is complete, because right now it is being implemented or rather constructed in phases. And when it's complete, we expect about 28 million fingerlings that can be produced annually, and that is supposed to boost aquaculture practices. But before that, there's already other projects. There are already other projects that are up and running, and one of them is being run by the KBC, by the Lake Basin Development Authority, and that is where technology meets aquaculture. And this morning, I will engage the managing director in charge of, or rather the managing director for the Lake Basin Development Authority, who is with me right here this morning to tell us about the technology that they have initiated here to boost aquaculture and help or rather support the fish farmers in this region. Bwana Ochiaga, yes, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, thank you so much for creating time for us this morning to talk about aquaculture and how it relates to the technology in the whole spectrum of boosting fish production. Yes, just very quickly, our viewers could be wondering what is LBDA, or rather what does it do and where does it operate? Just in 1 second or rather 1 minute, could you tell us what LBDA does in this region?
Thank you very much, and welcome to Lake Basin Development Authority. My name is Wycliffe Ochiaga.
Sure.
I'm the Managing Director of Lake Basin Development Authority. Now, Lake Basin Development Authority is a national government agency that is mandated to implement integrated development programs within the Lake Victoria catchment area. And the purpose of this is to try and spur the socio-economic growth within the region, so that we are able to improve the livelihoods of the people around. So while implementing that mandate as an authority, we are required to come up with a number of programs that then can plug into the mandate that we have. And where we are here is KBC Integrated Technology Transfer Center, where we are able to demonstrate technology in aquaculture. As you can see, we have a number of technologies here. You are able to see the aerators. What these ones do is to improve the oxygen circulation in our ponds. Now, the ponds that we have here, we are breeding our brooders, the brood stock, that they lay eggs, that we will also be able to demonstrate how we hatch the eggs that have been laid and even reverse their sex, so that we have a monosex. I'm talking about the male sex. So for aquaculture to be commercialized, we do male sex because they mature faster, and also they get good weight while they mature, and that then will enable people to make more return in terms of investment.
I can say this is just a massive project that is going on here. And how many ponds there are? I see there's so many. How many are there?
We have around 24 ponds where we do brood stock for laying of eggs. And what we are trying to do is to enhance the fingerlings into the market, because in the aquaculture value chain, the challenge is in the inputs. And one of the inputs is the fingerlings. And then another input is the fish feeds. Now, what is also important to appreciate is the advancement in technology in aquaculture. And that is why even at this center, we have a training center where we train farmers on modern technologies. We train farmers on the best practices so that when they get to farm, they have reduced post-harvest losses.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, let's just take a brief walk and look at just one of the, you said 24 ponds, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
This is just one of them.
Yeah.
So this is where the brooding happens?
This is where one of the brooding areas, and this is a one pond around 100 by 100 meter diameter, plus many other ponds. So depending on the level of extraction of eggs from the brooders, it then dictates on which pond we have our brooders at.
Okay.
As you're able to see, these are still very young brooders,
Oh, yes.
not able to be extracted. But as we move to the other side, you'll be able to see now the mature brooders that are able to lay eggs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That happens right on the other side.
After the eggs are laid here, then the eggs are then transferred now to the recirculating aquaculture system,
Okay.
which is a technology that then hatches eggs
Yes.
into fingerlings. Yeah, so when that is done, they also mentioned that what we focus on is to achieve a monosex,
Oh, yes.
so that at the point we extract eggs here, the chances are that you'll get female and male.
Okay.
But when we hatch them into fingerlings, then we are focusing on retaining only the male fish.
Oh, yes.
And I had mentioned that for male fish, they mature faster, and at maturity, they have good weights that then gives a higher rate of return compared to the other sex, that is female.
Where do you access the brooders?
Brooders, for a start, we had to buy
Oh, yes.
from the established production centers.
All right.
But you see now, over time, we are able now to produce ours, and we are able now to meet our requirements from what injection we had.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you said from the pond, you pick the brooders from the ponds, and then they are taken to that side where what's that place called?
There is circulating aquaculture center.
All right.
What we pick from the ponds are not the brooders.
Oh, yeah, sure.
We extract the eggs.
Oh, from the brooders.
Yes, but the brooders then still remain in the ponds.
Okay.
So that they continue to get us more and more eggs.
And how long can they survive in the ponds producing their eggs?
As long as possible, even more than 2 years, because they are normal fish. Yeah, it's only that we do not want to harvest them to sell, because our main focus is in the inputs. But even as they are, you can actually harvest and sell. Yes.
Earlier on, you mentioned to me that after you've extracted the eggs from the brooders and taken to where to the place we are going to now, and from there, that is when there's some sort of multiplication that happens.
Yes. Yes. So there we have the jars, and that is the main technology there. So the eggs are hatched into the jars.
Oh, yes.
And then produced. Now, even when they are produced, the chances are that you will get both male
Oh, yes.
and female.
All right.
But now we do what is called hormonal sex reversal. So there is a feed that we give
Oh, yes.
that then reverses them to a monosex.
So
And that is what happens in that particular center.
All right. That center, it's accessible only to the workers, or even us, we can go into it.
Today we can,
Oh, yeah.
but on a normal day we try and restrict only to staff.
So it's a controlled facility.
It is a controlled facility.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So from that center, that is when you bring it to the machine.
That is when now, there we harvest
Oh, yes.
and we hatch, but now the machine that you saw there now counts the fingerlings.
All right.
Yeah, so that you are able to know the number of fingerlings that you are giving to a farmer. And the reason why we adopted that fingerling counting machine technology
Yes.
is that we noted that for a very long time our farmers were not able to predict their output with certainty. And no, you realize that in their cages or in their ponds, they were either understocking
Oh, yes.
or overstocking.
And that's a challenge, actually.
That is a challenge. And now introducing that machine then addresses this challenge so that they are able to predict with certainty even their output, because they know with certainty that you have injected this number of fingerlings into either your ponds or your cage. Now, what plan do you need to have in terms of even the feeds and even the management, so that you do not overfeed or underfeed
Well,
because of either overstocking or understocking.
that is calculated fishing.
That is calculated fishing. Yeah.
And any chances that the fingerlings that are sold to the farmers will survive? All of them? Any chances?
Of course, you can't achieve 100% survival, but what we have always tried to do is that to release the sizable fingerlings into the market,
Okay.
that which we can achieve between 80-90% survival.
Wow. And inside here it's quite hot.
So it is quite hot because that is the temperature that is required here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So once you extract the eggs,
Yes.
From the brooders in the pond,
Yes.
they are brought here.
They are brought here to these hatchery jars.
So what's happening here?
Here is where the eggs are now being hatched.
Okay.
Now you'll be able to see as the machine runs, we have those that are coming out in very, very small sizes.
Oh, yes.
They are called fry. So as we hatch, we get the fries. Fries are now the first ones to be hatched, the very, very tiny ones. And then those are now the ones that we put into these particular tanks. Now we keep on moving them into different tanks depending on the weight that they will have achieved. Yeah.
What are they doing here now? What is happening? Are they doing at the moment?
What is happening here at the moment is that they are trying to eliminate what is not successful. They are trying to clean and remove anything that is not wanted here, and that is why you're able to see them with a sieve, so that as they eliminate, they do not eliminate the fry that have already been hatched here. Yeah, so that is basically what happens
So
here.
this is the spot where hatching happens.
Yeah, so the hatching happens in the whole of this space. Yes.
After the hatching happens, you pick from the size that it is and transfer into the tanks that you can.
Tanks, now depending on the weight, so different tanks, because different weights attract different kinds of feeds. Yeah, so we need to eliminate so that we feed them appropriately, depending on the feeds that they need to take.
Is it complicated as I understand it?
It is a very modern technology, of course, yes, complicated. And what we have done is that we are partnering with the learning institutions so that we have so many students released into the market.
Oh, yes.
When they are already, they can already manage this kind of technology. It is a technology that you wouldn't just introduce to somebody at the tail end.
All right.
So we are partnering with the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga RIAT Institute of Technology. We are partnering with Kisumu National Polytechnic, plus all the TVETs around, so that we also train those who are into the aquaculture program on how to embrace this technology and how to utilize this technology should they be released into the market.
All right. Fine. Well, that has been the MD for the Lake Basin Development Authority, MD Uki Fochiaga, talking to us about the technology that the institute, the authority, is initiating here at the KBC Knowledge Transfer Center, telling us how our fingerlings are produced right here and then sold to the farmers on in the bid boost fish production, rather to grow the fishing subsector. To build that gap where earlier on I told you that there is a huge deficit in terms of production versus consumption. Now they all in a bid to actually bridge that gap. Now the LBDA through the government through LBDA is initiating so many projects actually to bridge that gap. Well, that has been the Western Spectrum, and today it has been matters the aquaculture. We will continue to engage the MD off air, but because of time, I think Now I will have to hand you back to Nairobi for the normal programming. My name has been with you.